Hello, this is Jeffrey Williams. We're here watching the George Fox Esports Red Bull Homecoming. We're excited to see you all.
Yeah, this is Harlan. Yeah, we're excited to watch this home ground sponsored by Red Bull. You know, waiting for things to start up, and then we just have a fun time.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to go. I've watched a lot of Diamond, Platinum players and stuff, like pretty low elo. So I'm excited to see what these pros can do.
Yeah. Yep. I remember from my experiences playing the beta and a little bit more how definitely how expressive this game is. These players can do so much more than what I personally can do, and it's kind of amazing to see what they're gonna bring to the table. So
Yeah, hopefully we can pick up some tips and tricks for our own personal games.
yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully I can get out of bronze. I don't even remember what I was placed last.
Yeah, so Red Bull was kind enough to gift us some Red Bull, and they have these really cool cans, custom with Valorant agents. We got ISO and Killjoy on here, and it's pretty good. Thank you, Red Bull. Okay, so do you know anything about what could be going down today?
Not the faintest clue. I've only seen or heard of things from our own production here at GFU. However, I otherwise haven't like all I know is I know our own team's comms and I know what they look like. But here in the LA NA qualifier, it's a lot different. So
Yeah, so I wonder if there are any other teams out there that are going to take some interesting takes on this.
yeah, the biggest part is just sit back and relax. It's not a casting. We just see. It's fun. We get
Yeah.
we get to see how better these people are than us. So, hey, man, gotta love that.
I wonder if they're going to incorporate the new agent. I think her name is Vayne in this game.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun. Absolutely fun to see. So, I can't wait. Wonder if only one or both teams are gonna use her because not all teams are exactly the quickest to adapt to changes. So we'll see.
Yeah, and she definitely has some things that I think they're right is working on with. I'm not exactly sure. I've played her a couple times. She's pretty fun.
Right.
But if she becomes a new meta, the game will change a lot.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I don't know much of her abilities, but I guess we'll see in this game, hopefully. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me. So I'm trying to think. Is there anything we haven't covered yet?
I don't know. We're just kind of waiting for the start to run up, and then we have a blast.
Is there any maps or anything that you think that might be interesting to watch, or that might show up in the games today?
One thing that I love watching from the streams I've seen and from my experience playing, I really like Icebox. I don't know if they'll be playing it. That's entirely up to them, but I personally like that map. So
Yeah, I've heard some pretty mixed reviews about that map, especially from our own Valorant team.
I think it's a fun watch. However, when you're playing on the map, it's kind of an entirely different story. I like watching the streams of Icebox. However, when you're playing it, it's a lot more difficult. It's a lot more the rotations are just awkward some of the times, but that's what makes it fun to watch. So, you know,
Yeah, one I would like to see is Abyss.
okay.
Abyss is a new map that they released, I think, a couple months ago. It was a very controversial map. It wasn't the best map, but it's a very interesting area to play around. especially this just one area right here that's on the screen, that middle section. Just having that raised elevation makes it a little bit harder because you can't. If you go up there, you're exposed to everything in that area, and there's nothing really to hide behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another map I think would be pretty cool is Lotus. Lotus is a nice map. It's a pretty basic map from what I've seen. But it's a very compact map, which means a lot of close quarters play
Okay.
plays. The only area that probably has a lot more ranged play would probably be A site,
Okay.
just because from defenders' point of view. So that would be an interesting one to watch.
Me personally, I love elevation. I think elevation like makes or breaks a map. Like, you know, like I come from playing a lot of like Rainbow Six Siege. That game has a lot of elevation, and that matters a lot on the map and on the player as well. A lot of because like it's not up to the map itself, especially with elevation. It's about how the players use it. It's an optional tool that you can either make or break a game with, and I think that's just such a nice way of skill expression. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like the stream starting. Oh, okay. Here are some highlights from the last Red Bull home grounds tournament. So,
Okay, he might not find it, but while the stun is near perfect, the spike is down, and they know exactly where Zelsis is.
Got the spike. Spike will be
Oh!
reduced. The pop flash almost kills him off. And they're going to start pressuring. Paranoia used as well. There's so much utility on Zelsa's position. Almost manages to come out with a double. The second goes his way, and that's the Rolling Thunder. A chance to isolate this duel.
I wish I could do
What
something
a
like
clutch
that.
from Zelsis.
Thankfully, I
That
cannot.
should have been
You know,
impossible. From that is that at least there
such
isn't
a
a bonus here.
skills
Bova
game.
always a little bit of a rat in these corners. It's
yeah,
a monster
I understand that.
Well, helps at this point. We'll see if he
agree.
can get more, but into a double face of Vova will fit.
Be long and they'll showers and they have a
It's
shot
pretty
cleared in,
slow
have not
pace of
cleared
ball
it.
movement
He has a
forward
lot.
by itch, and then just like that, half your team's gone. You know, one play, your entire team can get wiped, and that just like this that happens in like I guess all elos you could say. That happens in my games a lot, and I'm seeing it here in these plays. Obviously, these are highlights, so you know it's a bit of a grain of salt, but still.
Yeah, one thing I definitely noticed is that Valorant can be a very unforgiving game or a very forgiving game.
Yeah.
If we compare that to like other games like League, we have a little bit more leeway, but like in a matter of seconds you can change the whole game.
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared for that.
I feel like part of that's also like Bloom, like how the gunplay works. Like part of it's memorizing the patterns, but part of it's like it might just rainbow. It might just right over their head. You know?
Yeah. It definitely has more realistic gunplay than a lot of other games we've played, like Call of Duty,
Oh yeah.
and Apex, and Fortnite. But like, it's really interesting to see how people can use skills from other games in Valorant to help them, and Valorant to help them in other games.
Mhm. Yeah, it's an FPS, so like aim carries over, but even then, like the aiming system's not every aiming system's the same. Like Tarkov is entirely different from Siege, which is entirely different to Valorant, and even Valorant, although it's compared to CS:GO, isn't exactly the same. You know, so it's got all these like differences, but all this at the same time, it does definitely carry over, and so it is interesting to see, especially because Simple, one of the best CS:GO players, is now moving over to Valorant. So like we see that transfer of skill, and we'll see how well it goes. So
I think the biggest difference between Valorant and other FPS games is one, I mean, the abilities compared with like CQB, quarters combat.
Yep.
And so it's very interesting to see how in different games close quarters combat works. In Valorant, it is very much you have to know where everything is and check every single corner. Otherwise, you're just dead.
yeah, it's a lot of object permanence. Like the second you see somebody shoot their gun, you have to know exactly where that came from and remember that someone at least was there. and then you have to think about where the possible places they could have rotated to. So you really do have to check every corner, or at least keep track of every single person that you encounter, and that's just really difficult, especially like, compared to League of Legends where it's top down. You can see that a lot easier.
Yeah, like one thing I noticed a lot personally for me, it's kind of frustrating. Is like I run around on blind. I am someone who's really bad with a Vandal, which I know is like the main gun in Valorant. So I like to be the mean person who uses shotguns on the map. But
Yeah.
one thing I always forget to do is check my corner, so I'll just like run past someone and just get instant killed.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see what the team comps are like. So we got C9 versus MXS. We got Sin versus YFP.
Yep.
Ooh, these can be some interesting games, and it looks like we just watched a clip from last year that involved C9.
C9. Yep.
So I wonder if they're going to use a similar team comp that they used in that game.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll definitely see how like the metas change. Maybe it'll be the same. Maybe it'll be the same, like meta strategy, but different characters due to the way that the game's updated over the years. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna bring out.
Yeah. So like when you first started playing, what was the most challenging thing you experienced?
Well, when I first started playing, a lot of it was like low elo solo queue. So definitely having 5 duelists on the team was a big problem. Everybody insta-locking the fun characters. But aside from that, to be honest, Intel, like not every team has a Sova, so like it is a bit difficult to know where the enemy are and where you are on the map compared to your team. So, yeah.
Yeah, information gathering is probably one of the bigger things in this game. Not saying that it's not that big in other games, but it feels like it's a lot more important to some degree. Where information is the number one, like, goal in the game is to have the most information in the game to be able to compete with the other team to a degree.
Oh yeah, and part of it isn't even intelligence. It's also intelligence denial. You got to make sure that the enemy team doesn't know where you are, and I feel like that is a lot harder, but also a lot more skillful if you can master it. So definitely like making sure you shoot all the drones and all the traps. So
It's like a more complex game of guess who.
yeah, definitely, because like if somebody shoots your Sova drone down, but you don't exactly see who did it, okay, someone's there. Who is it? That's very important. You kind of need to know. So
Yeah, it's like, peekaboo, where are you?
yep.
So, oh, I was just thinking, like the first couple months of playing Valorant were really like hardcore. There's such like Valorant is such a fun game to play, but you can't play with chat half the time just because of how bad it gets.
Yeah.
So, I mean, besides that, Valorant is a really, really fun game, and I really enjoy playing it. I just wish there wasn't that air of toxicity.
That's definitely true. And while it is definitely better than certain games, like say the OG COD lobbies, or some other games have really bad, like Rust, for example, has a really bad player base. However, I feel like you're definitely right. Like it's just not needed, especially while the game's going on. Like if it's after the game, that everybody gets a little bit competitive, a little bit heated. But while the game's going on it happens a lot. So.
So, what's your main in Valorant?
I'm pretty much a Sova player.
Your
So
solo main?
yeah, I just like the idea of like lighting up geometry, and I know a lot of it's like having pre-memorized light ups, but I never bothered to learn those because I feel like it's just kind of boring. There's no real skill expressed in. Anybody can memorize it, so like I just kind of, oh, I think this angle is gonna give a recon arrow to where I need it to be. Whether it actually makes it or not, that depends whether I'm actually good at Sova or not. And my team usually said no, I was not good at Sova, which I, kind of hurt. But hey man, I played for the fun, not to be good. So
Yeah, it looks like competition is finally starting. I'm really excited to see what's going on.
yeah.
Today, we're coming to you live from Fremont Studios in Seattle, Washington,
Oh
where
yeah.
Red Bull Gaming is
I
proud to
remember
bring you this first
2
edition
years
of the
ago,
Red Bull
went to Seattle
North
with the
American
program.
Qualifiers.
That was interesting. We got to,
Hello everyone, my
I
name
don't
is
remember
Ocean,
which
and I
pro
have the
team we were,
utmost
but there's
pleasure
pro
of
team
being
side
your
there, and we got to
host today.
meet a couple
Of course,
there.
not doing it alone. Here
We
with
didn't meet any
me
other
are
players, but we
top
did like
analysts
tour
Ender
the
and
facility,
Mimi
and that was
are
actually
joining
really
me for
nice.
this
It's
one.
a great city.
We have a banger day
Yeah.
ahead of us.
Yeah.
I am so excited to be here. How are you feeling? It's off season, everything is exciting, everything is new.
It's off season, but it doesn't even feel like it now that we're in the room because we've got a fully packed house here. Like
they have Red Bull teams.
excellent
That's
cosplayers
crazy.
showing up. We got some great teams as well. I'm really excited for the games today.
And it's really our first look at a
Have a
lot
good
of
flavor.
rosters. Pretty much everyone
that
has
the
made
flavor?
changes coming in. We get a look
Looks
at
like
what
it's-
Sentinels is going to be like, MXS,
I'm a
all
big
these
fan of
teams
the June
trying
berry
out new
flavor.
players and seeing what they can do in this qualifier, which is
I'm
pretty
a
tough format. Single
normal,
elimination, you
regular
win 2
type of
games,
guy.
you make it to that
I'll
Red
drink
Bull
any
Run
flavor,
Bowl
but
final, you lose one.
I don't know. You can't beat
That's
the
right.
original.
It's rough out here. It's rough out here. Let's actually take a look at the bracket to see which teams will be facing off against one another. First, if we're looking at those matchups, which one gets you more excited, Ender?
I mean, I like them all, but honestly,
they're
seeing a
showing
first
us the
look at the new
bracket.
Sentinels here with Curry and Redux in the roster versus YFB who ended up qualifying.
Do you have any
I think it's a
predictions on
great
who you
one
think
to
is
go
going to
with.
win this
I
year?
think that one will be sick, especially because it is like the ultimate like established team versus a
I'm gonna
YFB,
have to say
who's
C9,
the
mostly just because of bias. I have been a huge C9 fan for a very long time, so
But that other one is
it'll be
exciting too, because they
interesting
keep
to
off
see if they
MXS
live up to
has
my
kind of, like, swapped a lot of
expectations.
players back
Yeah,
and
I
forth.
agree.
Both made interesting changes. And it's also
Hopefully they
something
do,
that kicked
you
off
know.
last year with the Ludwig
I've been a fan for a long time for a reason, so
Yeah, we had Oxygen winning that one, but the thing I love about this tournament is that every team playing has a former C9 player on it.
All the
You've
way
got Whippy over on MXS, Curry, Zelsis, Jakey, even Mitch is returning to a Cloud9
There
team that
might
he's
be
been on
surprises
before.
that may
So no
come
matter
about.
how you spin it and what's going to happen here today, Cloud9 will be in the finals.
I don't know. Because I don't know too many of the players, so it'll be kind of difficult to tell from the player-wise. So what I'm excited to see is more of the meta or like the champions that are picked as opposed to players. So
former teammates across all these different teams.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see which
In person as well.
which
There's so
characters are
much to
picked a
do here.
lot, which characters aren't picked at all.
Lots of cool fun activities. Also,
And
really,
then,
really cool
yeah.
homegrown brand
Yeah,
Red Bull fans.
I've heard some interesting, good things about MXS, and I'm excited to see how they're going to play.
Okay.
I haven't really heard anything about Sin, so it'd be interesting to see them play. To be completely honest, I watch 100 Thieves more often.
Jack in the Box
Yeah.
actually just released their, that's right,
No.
Red Bull Gaming box, and that
I won't blame you for liking 100 Thieves. I know a couple friends that
alongside
love 100
everyone's
Thieves, but
favorite tacos, tiny tacos, French fries. What else do we have? Curly fries, of course. And,
Ooh, I love tacos.
you're a curly fry enjoyer. Any curly fry
Jack in
enjoyers
the
in
Box.
chat here?
One of my old bosses got me. He found out we haven't ever tried the Jack in the Box tacos, so he got everybody tacos for free.
That's fun.
And then he yelled at us for eating on the job.
It
was the funniest moment ever, but
there is a
God, I
really
love
cool
that guy.
raffle going on as well. So we have the PC, a custom PC that you can get there as well. So make sure to sign up for that. And we'll be chatting about that a little later today as well. So lots of good stuff heading our way. one of those good things is, of course, the first match of the day. Let's talk about what we get to see from both of these rosters, because changes were made for both of Cloud9 as well as, of course, Moist X Shopify.
Yeah, I think the biggest one is
so
Cloud9.
the casters
picking
are
up
talking
Vic,
about
who
our
was
roster
previously
changes.
playing
That's
on
something
that
our own-
MXS
our
roster,
own,
coming
league
over
team has
there,
done very well.
would be actually stepping in for
you know,
Vic on that other side.
Roster
to go up
changes
against
isn't
this
even
Xenon
about
squad.
the
Yeah,
individual
and
skill,
Xenon had
you
such
know,
an
it's about
interesting
the
year. They
synergy.
started
How does that
so
work?
strong in Americas.
Exactly.
It was something
Yeah,
like
you
5
gotta
in a
figure
row on
out
stage
these
one.
people. You gotta figure them out, put them in the
Barely
team.
squeaked by in stage 2.
And hopefully they get along together.
Minimum matches
Hopefully they
need
work
to
well
qualify
together,
to
have the
playoffs,
same
and
style of
winning
play
the game to get
and all
Crew
that.
into
So
playoffs, they immediately lost to Crew first round, and it was a pretty disappointing end to the season. And now it's kind of been 2 years in a row where a Cloud9 team has shown a lot of promise and then fallen off towards the end. So I think this year they're trying to set that good beginning again, as they had in the past with their past 2 rosters, in kind of investing in tier 2 talent, trying to scout out that new player that can help bring them to success.
Yeah, because they've made some pretty big changes, right? Zepp is still sticking around the squad. He's been here for the entire time, but they're sticking with the new players from this year in Moose and in Oxy to try and build into this new roster. Yeah, Mitch is returning, has been on this team before, but I think in terms of players to build around, like Oxy had an absolute breakout first year for this team.
Let's take a look at the numbers here. Big numbers, looking good.
Okay,
We'd
so
love
we
to
got
see
Jet,
more. Oxy, I mean, that's been a
KDA of
Everybody likes
0.97,
This kid was ridiculous.
kills
It
per
was
round,
his rookie year in Americas, and he was absolutely
0.82.
electric for this squad all the way through. They put a lot into him. Their hero
damage
line,
around
their
is
guns on eco rounds.
152.1.
They're
That's
building a team to let Oxy succeed. And
pretty good, you
sometimes
know.
maybe it was a little bit too much. Just
You know, a
Oxy.
lot better than I was able to manage. So you know,
See, this is, I think,
know,
a
he's a
big
pro player
problem
for a reason,
C9,
so
because Oxy was very
higher
outspoken
expectations, I guess.
about never thinking.
It's
And
approximately
Vanity
about
did all his
1.5
thinking
kills
for
per
him.
game
Now there's
per
no
round.
Vanity. Who
Yeah,
is going to be
well,
Oxy's
with
player?
armor,
That's
that
the
would be
biggest question
about
we have to be asking
It's
today.
got to be
a
Mitch,
kill
right?
around.
Mitch now has
Yeah.
to take over, I assume, the
You'd assume,
IGL
yeah.
But, you know,
role.
he doesn't
Yeah.
have to
It
get
is
the
weird,
kill.
though,
He just
because
needs to get
this team
the
was,
damage
I
done,
think, kind
and
of
then
built
even if
from
somebody
the
else
ground up
finishes
with
off,
Vanity within
you know,
and now that
like
IGL
not
has
everybody's
been for quite
supposed to,
a while.
not
He's
everyone's a
been
fragger. They don't get all the
investing into
kills,
this kid.
so
Well, the core is
you know,
still
maybe
the same.
maybe
That does make me think that we might see
he
bigger
just
changes
lines
in
them up.
terms of
He
maybe
gets them
what
ready
pace
for
they
his
wanna
team.
play, what
He's the
direction they
support, I
wanna
guess.
take the game.
That's one way that you can
Changing
put
who
it.
your IGL is kind of like the biggest change you could make one-for-one in players.
And if you haven't followed like the tier 2 scene very closely, and you remember,
I'm
Mitch
interested to
C9
see if it's
previously did play
they
Sentinel for
play
this
passive
team.
with Jet or
Since then,
highly
he
aggressive
moved
with
into a
Jet.
very flex role. He plays
Yeah,
initiators,
well, with
flash
her high
initiators,
mobility, she can
the
kind of
whole
play
nine
either
yards.
way. You can play high
And now we have
aggression
to
with
look at their
that,
position as well
uh,
here, right? Up until a few
with the-
days ago,
with
we
your
had
swipes
no
and your
idea who's
jumps.
going to play for them.
Um,
But this is
yesterday,
but at the same time, you can
will
quickly
be
rotate to
building
the
today.
other objective
Some
if you need to
changes
be.
being made to the squad.
So
Yeah,
I
right.
guess
Coming
logically
in
putting
to
her in the
replace,
middle of the map so
to
she can
replace
move
Vic
quickly to
is
where
going
she
to
needs to
the
be
big
would be
one.
like
Again,
the
a guy
best.
who had a
But
little stint with
yeah,
Cloud9
no,
there
she can
too,
either
which
play
is always fun to see go
either
against.
way.
Yeah, these two teams, be it in Americas or in Tier 2, did have really similar years where
Moist
MXS
X
started with some
Shopify.
pretty
That's the
strong
full.
showings, had a lot of potential, and built
Yep.
all the way into the playoffs. They were
Wonder how they came up with that name.
away from making it to Ascension and then fell to TSM in what I think ended up being a pretty big upset there.
No, I don't think that happened to be me.
No?
No, I don't think so.
You just
I
choose to forget that
think
happened?
I mean, I didn't watch Champions very closely, but I'm pretty sure they
They
won.
weren't at Champions.
Were they not? I'm pretty.
Have
I
you heard
thought
of a team called EDG?
they did beat them, right? Like Kong Kong, I
She's
think
not
died
about that.
30 times.
Comedy
There
is when I
was-
lie.
No, look, this is just what we call shilling.
Ah.
Yes.
It's working.
Are
It's
you a
working.
big
Keep it
Moist
up.
X Shopify?
Well, see, I can hear the co-streamers from over there, and as soon as you started saying that, I heard no, no, no. So
Oh,
it just
okay.
never happened.
Yeah, they're
We
right
can
next to
maybe
us,
we
so
can
we gotta be
rewrite
careful over
history.
here.
We
They're
can
right
rewrite.
next to us. They're literally just like you could throw something at them and probably not miss.
You're the only one thinking that, for the record.
That's just me. I
Don't
know,
give people ideas. That's crazy. So
Okay, moving on in that case. No, this is going to be an exciting one. Also, something that we haven't mentioned yet is, of course, this is not just about cool revenge matches against your former teams and like stand-up performances from individuals. They try to qualify for the grand finals of Red Bull Home Grand in Berlin.
KD of
Mada, of course, someone we have to mention.
1.25
Look at
damage
here.
per
That's
round.
that Shopify roster.
well, yeah, I just want to bring
162
up
and
some
kills
very
per
important
round.
stats here. Being that Shopify
About
crushed
0.4.
Okay.
during,
Very similar to the last
year's
person.
off-season events. I think that was actually at the start of this.
Yeah.
But Mada came
Yeah,
in,
no, so-
dominated a Cloud9 roster.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll be
talk about
interesting
tier
to
one, tier
see,
two, but again,
how
maybe
they're gonna
a
play.
clear
You know,
differential
they've only
between
showed
these
one
two
person
teams.
per
Yeah,
team, so it makes me
but
think
Mada's
like, are
been,
these rivals?
I
Are
feel
they?
like one of the top two duelists.
I think they
tier two
may
for,
be
like, almost
The
2 years running now, at
main
least.
carry.
He's
Sick, yeah.
Carries?
Shopify
Yeah,
is on
like
voice
the-
deck
the-
Shopify this
Yeah,
last year, and he
main
was
character,
excellent all the way
main
down
carry,
there. I
MVP,
feel like
star.
this Moist X Shopify
Yeah,
team is
the
one
ones
that
we
has
were
so
supposed to
many
be keeping
players that are,
track of and looking
right
forward
on the
to.
bubble
So
of having gotten their
yeah.
chance to go to tier 1.
can't wait to
Solid
see
things
him in
to
action.
making Ascension. And now they have an opportunity, I think, to really show that against a team that is in that partnership league here.
I do love how you just completely glance over the fact that he's trying to air dirty laundry from
Oh,
a
I've
year
learned
ago.
not to acknowledge him.
But
I
it
love
was,
the effort you're making.
it's relevant because
It
it,
is.
was versus Cloud9.
Is it actually relevant? Okay, let me
I call
counter
it the
argument. Who
Ludwig
won that?
X
Who won that
Invitational
invitation?
Irrelevant.
Who won that invitation?
Oxygen.
And who played on Oxygen?
Mitch was on that
Oxy.
team.
And Mitch now plays where?
Actually, that's not.
See, and now Mitch plays on Cloud9.
That's
so then
true.
that means that transitive properties in some
Is
way,
that
shape,
why they
or
picked
form.
him up?
Yes. So
Whoa.
they can win this time around.
But that's what I'm saying about all of these teams having like former teammates in it, because Mitch is on one team now, he's on the other, and everyone is swapped around within this scene. I feel like all 20 players at this event have been around the NA scene and have swapped through so many of these different rosters already.
So there's a lot of potential for drama, for
Oh, yeah.
storylines.
A deadlock cipher.
Yeah, and the teams are about to take to the stage now, so we're getting ready for all the action. So you don't actually assume that one of those teams is going to, you know, roll a dice here and maybe show us a little more out-of-pocket strats? If there is a team to do it, which one would it be?
If there was a team to do it,
I do agree with her. I
I feel
really
like it
hope
would
to
be
see
Cloud9
some
just
out-of-pocket
because so much
strategies.
is new
It'd be
with
pretty
that
fun.
team, but
Yeah.
on the same coin, you could
Yeah,
go with, this is
it's
your
always
first
fun seeing all these
kind of
weird,
opportunity to
wacky
start building up the
combos
fundamentals,
or
to get
strategies
stage
that they
experience
do.
ahead of next year, and to obviously get that
We
Plays
slot
you
at
just
the
never
global event.
expect to
So
see in general.
Yeah, like the
It's
hero
a little bit more
plays, like, you
synergy
know,
just because
your
this
team
just
might be
hasn't been
down
on these
4
stages.
characters to
Thing is,
1v4.
C9
You just
last
gotta
year
go
were
for
one of the
it. You
teams that was
know,
playing a
there's
bunch of the deadlock, but here
no-
they
nothing
come
point.
out onto the stage.
Oh, here they come.
Moist X Shopify kicking in
I think
here.
that is
Looking good out there, pulling up
MKS.
the crowd too. I
Yep,
like it.
MKS is on the stage right now.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's a great opportunity, of course, to showcase some new pieces or even try them out, as you already said.
they're
Which
sitting
makes
down.
it difficult,
Getting
obviously,
ready to
because
play.
you're also trying to qualify for the Berlin event, so you're going to stick to these players or not. So it's going to be fun to see how this is
There's
going to
C9.
shake up. Cloud9 taking to the stage as well. Crowd gets a little louder. I gotta be real with
I
you
wonder
though.
what
I
type-
feel like 99% of this crowd is probably
Probably
the Sentinel
the
fan.
There's
best
a
of
lot
the
guys
best.
that
Oh,
are
like,
proud.
is that a thing? Okay.
Ooh.
i9
Cloud9
core
team, this is where
processor
they
with
felt
the
comfortable last year. I think
4060.
Oxy especially
Yeah.
finding his own on that stage. So many moments where he's
Did you
popping
see
up, he's
MXS
bringing
try
the
to give him
vibes
a
for the team,
fist
going
bump when
Super
they were
Saiyan
walking down?
on the American
Yeah.
stage.
C9
and I
ignored
imagine
him,
he's gonna
that's
feel nothing but
tough.
comfortable
That's-
here in
yeah.
the
They
Netherlands.
probably didn't ignore them. They probably just didn't
That's right.
notice or.
And we still
We're
have
trying
a
to-
little bit
Flustered on
to
the-
go.
on the
Of course,
stage
best
with
of
all
3
the
is what
eyes
we're going to be
looking.
playing here. And if we
Trying to keep a
talk a
more
little bit more about the
professional
maps that we
attitude.
will be seeing, Sunset is the
Yeah.
decider. MXS, not
I've always
their
hated
favorite
like
in
the
past. Let's
earbuds
put it
and
that
then
way. Let's put
putting
it
the
really
headset
nicely.
over the earbuds.
Do you
It's
feel like there
just
is
out.
potential for them
It
to
feels
get that
so
far? Or are we
uncomfortable
seeing
to
it
do
their map
that.
if you had to?
They're doing
if
it
you had to
here.
pick?
Honestly, I
Yeah,
think it's
I
because it's
can't
new
understand how
rosters
people
across the
do
board.
that.
There's chances for everything. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm looking at this
I'm
map,
pretty
I'm
sure
like,
the headphones
YP is
are meant
actually
for that,
pretty
so they don't,
dangerous
like,
coming in
actually
here. Like, they've
smash
actually
your
played games. They've
earbud
actually
in.
qualified
But-
to get into this spot. So I think 3 maps is
Yeah.
absolutely a possibility.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about that pre-existing synergy.
I wonder how
that,
much time they
they
spend
will
aim
be
training.
having, whereas the other rosters they
Probably
tried
like
to make
hundreds
pieces
of
work here,
hours.
maybe.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Yeah.
this tournament is going to come down to kind of
Definitely.
like the
They
question
at
of how
least
well can you
spend some
adapt on the
time,
fly with
a
new
good number
players
of
coming
time.
in. How much
It's
screen
probably like
time
half
have you actually had?
aim
'Cause
training and
I
then
imagine
strategies.
it's not a
and
ton for
teamwork.
most of these teams. Most of,
'Cause you
of
do
the
need a
best
bit of
teams in North
both.
America are still kind of trying to
One thing
piece
I've noticed
together
is I
their
think most of them
rosters,
are using
figure out who
wire
they're gonna
or
move
wireless
forward with
mouses.
into the future. So a lot
When
of
it
it
looks
comes
like.
down to performance on the day.
Yeah.
But well,
I guess they
Cloud9
don't want to
does have
get
new players.
the
I think the
cord
core
stuck,
they are
and
keeping
at this
has
point,
worked really
the
well
latency
together,
isn't
especially Zeppa
isn't really a
and
big
Oxy.
deal. I remember that
Those
used to
two
be
were,
a
like,
big deal.
the
You'd always
duo
get
for
wired
this team
because
last year,
it's just
especially
that
when Zeppa's playing on that flash
1.00 second
initiator.
quicker.
I think he's like
But
a really
it's not
consistently
needed
undervalued
anymore.
player
You don't want
in
to
the
get
scene.
caught, especially since
And he's so flexible
FPS
too, right?
players
Like
tend to
back in
have
the day, he played a
weird
lot of the
setups.
newest,
I mean,
for the team, so
where
he
they like
knows
hold a
exactly
monitor
what
super
the
close to their
regulars
face,
last
hold
year.
a keyboard
And
at an
of course,
angle.
like going into a map
Yeah, I
2
know
here
there's
in Ascent,
one
you're
guy
gonna
on
have Oxy
the
on the
Valorant
jet,
team
like
from our team
100%. That is just
like,
a map that he
plays
would be
like this.
absolutely frying on
Yeah.
with the support of Zeppa.
I've never
Look
understood
at
it. I
that,
see it all the
sick pick from
time,
them.
but
Is that just in their
oh my
comfort,
goodness,
in their
some key
wheelhouse?
binds. I know there's a
or do you
Valorant
feel that
player. I
might
don't
have something to
remember
do
which
with
team
Cloud9
or who he
historically
he is,
also
but
not
he
have the
has
best
the
win rate on that
weirdest
particular map.
keybinds. He
I mean,
has
honestly,
like
I
the
think Ascent
WAS
is
on
just like
like
one of the most
the
like
right side of
default
the
maps.
keyboard.
Like
It's
everyone
like on
plays
K
the
and
same
J.
comp for the most part, unless
It's the
you're playing,
weirdest
like, some of the
keybind
new
ever.
age, like
That
double
is really
sentinel
weird.
stuff, but, like,
Yeah.
even
It's
that
like
kind of
switching
plays
my
itself
league
for the most
keybind
part.
to
Like, that is just a
WASD.
map where
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah.
fundamentals based, and you just
Oh, we
play
had
to
a
really,
league player that
let
would
your jet, like, go nuts.
instead of
Could
left
we-
click
could
they
we
would
see
use space
Vice
bar.
on Ascent?
That was
is
that
a
was a
good
weird
question.
keybind.
I think that Vice is actually really similar to what Deadlock does in that
never
she's
understood
pretty
it.
weak
I
as a
think they're-
solo sentinel, but has a lot
It
of
worked,
stall
so.
power. You can set up like.
I wonder if they're
think
warming up
you
right
actually
now.
have to play a little more aggressively
Or
with her
if
on
they warmed up
defense, setting
earlier.
kind of doing
Yeah,
these forward
I think
setups.
they
You
have to
can't
warm
just
up
Play
earlier.
back and solo anchor like
They're-
you would on the more traditional.
people are
Invo
waiting.
Sentinels.
We're
But I
waiting. We
think
want to see
in
the game.
most maps in the pool,
So
you're
I'm
hard-pressed to
sure they've already
sacrifice another
started
agent
warm
to
up.
go for a double senti comp.
They
I
were
think it
probably
plays
warming up
almost
on those
exactly the
PCs
same
and then they kicked
as
them
the
off
Cypher
and then
Deadlock ideas.
they let
in that
people in
most
and then
teams
they
are
put them back on.
valuing that second initiator or that second controller more than going
So-
for an agent like
You know what's
Vice or
interesting?
Deadlock.
Yeah,
I've
and I
been
was gonna
seeing
say,
like
even in those double
Red Bull
senti
water
comps, I
bottles
think
on some of the
Deadlock
tables,
does
but
just
not
give
all
you
of
a little
them.
bit more like juice there, straight up. Like I think that kid is
Maybe
very,
Red
very
Bull's
strong,
all they need.
especially
They
in
don't need
post
water.
lands. It's
You
just
know?
ridiculous.
Red Bull's the water
On
of
the
life.
attacking side,
Red Bull,
I think the
Red Bull
argument
gives you
for Vice
wings.
to be made
Yeah.
is if you're dropping flashes, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then you're going to get some support there.
Historically, though, Cloud9, off-season, double sentinel gimmicks.
Deadlock.
They were doing it
Looks
last
like they're
year.
talking amongst
It's
themselves.
not
Probably
impossible
over.
to see it again with the new
Well, they
agent.
probably already have their
It's fine.
strategies
I mean,
down, so
It's
probably
viable now. They can pick
calling
them up.
themselves,
Maybe confuse the team a
cheering
little
each
bit
other,
because we've not really seen it being
getting
played in
ready.
like even Ascension or anything like that.
I will say Bind is a map you can play Vice solo Senti.
it looks like
it's a map
Cloud9
in the pool
has,
where a lot of teams just don't
Red
play a
Bull water
Sentinel at
Those
all.
are
It's
dope.
basically the
Those
only
are
map
sick. I
where
like
we see
those.
that.
They are.
So I do
Yeah.
think she's playable here.
Yeah,
I like
feels
that
like it's the
style
map
of
that
it
has
too,
an
and
open
I
slot,
really
'cause,
like
like you need a brimstone,
the
you need a
pink
raise
mouse
pretty much,
he
and
has.
you need
Oh yeah, that's
legally
pretty cool.
required.
I
a
love
sky
that.
or a fade, and then some
wish I
other
had a
form
mouse
of
like that.
initiator, and then it's like, okay, what do you want last? Okay,
It's
is
like,
it a
do you
Viper?
value a Gecko or
Yeah.
a Viper or a Vice or a Deadlock even? Like, there's a lot of room
There's a
for
lot of room to
experimentation.
move around there, yeah.
All right, high fives are being
Looks like
exchanged.
Cloud9 is
They look
hyped and
relaxed.
ready to
They
go.
look ready
Yep.
for this.
Those guys are used to it.
Yeah, it's just another day in the office.
Compared to like
Over here, I feel
what was
there's
it?
a little more
MXS?
pressure.
Oh, I
This
mean,
guy, I'm
look,
getting a
they're
little
trying
more
to figure
MXS
out
looks a
how
little
to
bit
go
more
about
locked in.
Dude,
a
you
little
gotta
bit
start with the basics,
nervous.
you know?
Staying
Yeah,
hydrated, though, that's important.
maybe.
That's very
That's
good.
good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to remember their entire
who knows?
year last year was online playing
I
in
guess we'll see
challengers.
once we get into game,
Ooh, they don't know about
considering
the
how they
tech of
perform.
put on
But
the earbuds
you
and
know.
then the headphones over it. It's
It's a
really
lot more
confusing.
complicated.
I
alright?
think
Don't
it's a
talk
whole
down
Like
about
being
that.
serious is
level
okay,
of
but I really
And
like
Cloud9
having
look
fun in
comfy
my
now,
games.
but I
Oh, yeah.
remember
So every
first few
time I
games
play,
where
I
think it was
like
Zeppa had to help Foxy
prioritize
put his
having
earbuds in
fun
'cause he
Yeah.
couldn't figure it out.
and
First
being
time,
successful in the game.
Need a little guidance.
yeah,
It's true.
Indeed, they're playing in front of a packed house here. We sold out for this beautiful event, so we're gonna have a really loud crowd.
Dang, they sold
right in
out.
front of their very faces. Some
Yep.
players take
Insane.
that
How loud is the
others.
crowd gonna
generally do. I don't know where it's
How
being
loud is this crowd
held,
gonna be?
where it's being hosted.
I think it's. I know it's in
That's
Seattle,
okay.
Washington,
Can
but
we
I
do
don't
a
know
little
where it
better?
is.
We
Oh,
can
it's
do
in
better than
Seattle.
that,
Oh,
alright?
right.
How
Yeah,
loud
the
can this
aerial.
crowd
Ooh,
actually
okay.
be?
Okay.
We're starting
They've done
the
picks already.
game!
Okay, so we got 2 rays.
And
Oh
we've
wait,
got a
What we have there.
Yoru Raze comp coming out from Cloud9.
2 Razes,
Oxy
2
is
Vipers.
kicking it off
the only
on the
difference
Yoru.
in the
That's gonna
team
be sick.
That's
is
awesome.
Yoru
Actually,
and
doubling up
Gecko.
on flashes too
Yeah.
with Yoru and the Sky gives a ton
That's
of
interesting.
options, especially to
That
fight
does make
forward into a
sense.
backside
Sky has a lot of
or something
utility.
like that.
Has a
I
flash and
actually
I
really
believe
like
heal.
this look, like you were talking about. Like
So
the
that
Raze
makes
is
sense,
absolutely in
kind of
Zeppa's
a
wheelhouse.
jack of all
So running
trades, I
some
guess you could
double
say.
duelist
Mhm.
ideas could definitely work for C9.
Raze,
Yeah,
you
when
know,
you play
we all know what
solo
Raze
Yoru, you're
does.
kind of locked in on a tactic
Same with the
points
Viper.
that you
Viper's
can't
really
get out
good
of hookah
for
with that
site
good crush.
control,
But filling in that Raze means you
solo
can be going for
holding
double entry ideas, be
positions,
teleporting in as Raze is
zoning.
double satcheling
Really
over
good at
your
that.
opponent's head,
Brimstone.
combining that one with
Kind of in a
flashes from your
similar boat.
Sky and from your Yoru.
So yeah,
I
it's,
think this is
it'll
a
be
pretty
interesting
sick
to see how C9 uses the Yoru
Dulo is just
and
a mirror
how
apart from
MXS
Yoru
uses
versus
the Gecko.
Yoru, we are
Yeah.
all for that.
One's more of a control based and the other
I'm
one's
here for
more
it.
offense
All right,
based.
some exciting
So
looks
we'll see.
there on your screen.
Yeah, that makes me
we are
thinking,
getting
like,
ready
C9,
for
I
this
believe, is
very
defense
first
first.
match.
On this
It's
map.
single
So,
elimination, everything on
you know,
the
they
line
have
for
the
this
Yoru
best of three.
as opposed to
And
the
as we got
Gecko. The
NA's
Gecko
finest
can
teams, we
plant
also have to
using
get
his
NA's finest casters. So
visibility.
let's send it
his-
over to Baby
I don't
Bay
remember
and
what
Doug.
it's called, but the little guy.
The Munchkin.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So maybe that's why.
Right?
You know,
And
since
they
their
slice
offense
for
first, they
I'll
need to
take
get
that.
more of
I'll
those
take that any day
offensive
of the week.
I know
win
it's been a
rounds.
rough day. I kind of decided I wasn't
So-
going to talk to anybody because I just kept getting dragged. Unfortunately, I need to talk to this guy
Probably
for the next
some-
couple of hours. But we've got a lot of good
some
to
pl-
talk about. Seattle,
plans
you're
with that,
beautiful.
so.
We're in for a really, really good time today. Kick things off with Cloud9 and MXS. Dre, we've got a lot of firepower on this opening comp. You've got Yoru, you've got Raze, you've got a lot
For
of
saying I thought they were
Yeah,
hitting
so
the ground.
all of
It's going to be sick because running a double duelist in a tournament like this where, you know, things aren't really solidified for many of the teams here. I mean, for some teams, it's a look into the future,
look at
right?
all those
Other
people,
teams,
they're all
it's the last dance, basically, right?
Dang.
Before teams, yeah,
That was
it is.
poetic
It
already.
is, though. You know, like a lot of these players are going to get picked up and
Yeah.
join the actual VCT.
I think some of our
league
team is
Yep.
there right now.
internationally and
too.
whatnot.
Valorant.
So it's,
Really?
this is a big, big
Saw a
moment for a
picture
lot of these
from one of
players.
our
And it's going to be sick.
I have good news for you
Well,
guys.
Hope they
We,
enjoy it there
we have
in
tech
person.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that'd be
Already.
I was,
Yeah.
I
I
was
know,
wondering
I
why
know.
it went back to us on camera. I was ready to, you know, get comfy, lose the jacket.
I mean, Zoe on the desk said that
One
we
thing I
have a
thought
little
was
bit of
interesting, I
everything.
think
So we're
his
gonna give you guys some
name
of that
is
as well. We have tech pause as soon as it's
C9E1
figured out
or
and solved.
something.
We'll get back into the action, or I guess into the action. We can't really get back.
Remember in
into
the clip we were
there to
watching
begin with.
earlier with
But
Breach?
As soon as that gets
The
fixed,
guy who was playing Breach.
Oh,
we'll start playing some
yeah.
Valorant.
He's playing
And it
Brimstone
sounds
this
like the
game,
pause
so I
is over.
wonder
So,
why.
unless I'm being trolled by production, lo and
Okay.
behold, we're going to be starting this game off very, very
Yeah.
soon. Bind the opening in this best of three.
Maybe-
What are your thoughts on the
Maybe it
on
has
the
to
map
do with the
side?
map, or maybe, like
I
I
think
said,
it's good
the
for
meta
either team,
changes
honestly. Mitch,
so that
historically,
Brimstone is
this year
just
has done a pretty good job.
better, I
against
guess.
Fly's
I mean,
IG
both
Jelly.
teams have
Now,
one.
keep in mind,
So.
Mitch was on oxygen at the time.
Oh,
But
you're
it will be
okay.
Mata.
Started out.
It's going to start off on Oxy, the head
Kill
to head.
right
Yeah,
off the bat.
we've kicked this bad
Dang,
boy
we're gonna
off.
be having fun this game.
We've already got one
Okay,
down. You
Raze is
mentioned
down to 45
Oxy, Yoru,
HP.
no longer around for
Still
the
has
rest of this
grenade.
round. As MXS is a heavy lean towards A, there's not a lot of short presence. The flash down belong should confirm.
Okay,
And
what's
instantly
Cloud9
call for
gonna do?
rotations, and of course, Mitch
Yeah, it
Fox
looks like
drops.
MXS is going for an A push.
Yeah, after contacting into hookah, we're just going to walk up short.
He's
Two
already
players
rotating
stuck
to
in
A.
showers, and they're just going to hunker down, but it's going to be Zeppa who's going to have to do a lot of the
Ooh.
heavy lifting here.
Ooh,
for his squad.
Raze.
They might try to
You're in a
scale all
good
the way
position
back.
there.
They use the dog to get into pipes.
See what
They
Raze
know
is
that
gonna
Mitch
do.
is there.
Yeah, on the
Meanwhile,
flank.
Zappa, as you mentioned, on the prowl.
Gekko's
spotting
down.
three, only
Aw.
Get your
Ooh.
Planet Fitness Black Card today.
3 in
Or
U-Haul.
whatever you're getting fit
Yep.
for. Deal ends soon.
Okay.
Alright,
See what else is going on.
we're
so
already seeing it
MXS
first
won. They didn't
round,
get the
and
bomb down, so they
getting
didn't
close
get
to
that extra money.
showstopper, and he's opting to buy
However, they
Vandal
did get
already.
enough to get a Vandal,
That's
a
the type
Bulldog,
of
and a
Time he's
Stinger.
on. Demon time.
Yeah, that's not a bad start,
And
man. I'll take
Cloud9
that.
is
Yeah.
still on basic buy.
It's a
and
good try
Yeah,
from
they might as well
Cloud9,
just save
just
this round.
hunkering down.
The
But
only money they
proactivity
got, I
from
believe, is
MXS
abilities.
on the actual site itself. Not even planning
Okay,
the spike.
another Bulldog on
Looking
MXS,
for
so
those fights.
Viper's the
triple
only
swing on
one
Zeppa.
with the kills
Couldn't
still.
get much work done after that.
It's just more fun to play
I
the
don't
game
think
that way.
Viper.
Seems like
They,
the fun is going to continue for the attack. Not really much to fight back with there for Cloud9,
Yeah,
as they just get obliterated down belong, leaving
Okay,
Vic
they're
Ball, who's
punching.
lonesome.
Going to plant B.
And it looks like he was kind of aware
C9
that
all
might be
just
a
peeked,
lurk. He was
hoping
trying
to
to
get a
hunt
couple
under his
picks,
foot.
but obviously they lose that
With
because they don't have the
5-4-man
guns.
TP, what can he really do here with the classic?
I'm surprised Cloud9 decided to take an aggressive approach
Yeah,
to that
not
instead of play
much.
passively.
I mean,
Picked
they
up
had
not a
to.
lot
Like, they
there.
haven't bought anything, so they're gonna.
There's even some
The
security there
chances
for
aren't
Brock,
looking
just in
good
case
either
there was
way.
another player
So they
lurking
gotta
on
hope
the
that they
side.
can send 4 to
But
A
would it
and
be-
1 to B, and they just
He'll
kill
be
that
taking
1
out
at
his
B,
counterpart of Vic.
pick up the gun.
That's a flawless coming through.
All
There
right,
are no fines for that here, right?
teabagging.
That's
not.
just mean, bro. That was uncalled
See
for.
that very
Yeah.
convincing anti-eco
You
round.
know, you have
Side of
4
MXS.
guns versus
Yeah, I don't
all
even- did they even take
all
much damage?
pistols. You know,
No, not
I don't
really.
think they did.
not something to be
Gekko
exactly
took
proud
a
of,
little
but you
bit,
know,
a sliver of
that's
damage.
up to them. They want to start that fight,
And so into the next we go.
then let them.
Now we'll
I
have
wonder
Cloud9
how
with an
Cloud9's gonna
opportunity
take
to
this
fight back.
insult.
You've got Mitch on light
Yeah,
armor.
I mean, look, now
With others
Cloud9's got the
who've
better
full
guns.
rifles.
Okay.
They've all got
And full armor
Vandals,
for the
or
defense.
and then 1 Phantom.
And a super
Is
high
there-
buy for the
so
attacking
full buy
side.
round for
Mata,
them.
He's setting
Yep.
the pace up short with that Viper wall. This is all to isolate 1v1s, whether it's on the site if the wall drops.
Okay, we're going
There it
3B to A.
I mean, that's another opener.
Okay, MXS
for
gets
MXS.
1.
They're rotating to A.
Free picks
Um,
across the board.
Cloud9's still stuck on
And the
B. They
double
haven't
back after
rotated
TPing.
yet.
They understand
We're
that
down
when there are guys
to
in shower like
1.
that, there's only one
We
more
have
max. That's why Fry is so
Brimstone
wary
on
about
A,
it.
Mm-hmm.
But the rotations,
holding showers.
the patience from MXS, it
Yeah,
might
it looks like they're going to do a similar
work
push
against
to what
them
they
here
did
because
the last 2
rotation's not coming in.
rounds. Except
taking a little bit of space
Sky
there,
here on the
coming through
flank,
Flya,
which they
arriving
didn't do
just
last
the right
time.
I think it's
Applying a
to
little pressure,
prevent Brimstone
making his
or
presence
Rue
known and
from
backing away.
flanking
Meanwhile,
him.
Rock committing to getting the plant down.
But then again, we
Bottom
have
of the
Raze
swing,
and
inches
Viper
in.
for
Another
camping.
one from XS, but
Hall.
where's the response from Cloud9? Moose getting a little bit done.
Yeah,
here.
what
Number
is
seven
Cloud9
away the
doing?
attack, though.
Yeah, bombs down.
Shot on
Ooh.
Odorous. It gets slippery, it's getting messy.
They're just not winning these
MXS
fights
in
they
a really
need
nice
to.
spot here. Vic is left in a 1v2. He cannot convert.
That's
That's another round, a bonus away if the attack.
That's why I like the Bulldog.
Yeah.
Game right now for MXS.
The Bulldog's such an underrated gun.
walking
How
up short,
cheap it
they
is,
drop
it's
the
really
wall.
good.
They get the pick, they TP, they double back. It's a job well done again for MXS. Good calling from Flya so far, and
Yeah,
the
so we're
individual
on round
prowess
4.
from Mata.
MXS
He's
is
been popping
up,
off already, man.
and they're on offense.
This guy is hot.
I
He's
don't
had
remember
so many
specifically
trials
which
from
maps are
Viking.
offense sided, which
So
ones are
many
defense
trials.
sided.
So
However,
many.
I mean, you did now.
So many trials.
yeah,
I'm
we're
not saying
back
for
onto a
who,
full buy
but
for
that's why he's so
MXS.
on fire
Well,
right
they haven't
now.
exactly had to buy anything new, just
mean, he
abilities.
has to
And
be
then
ready.
C9's on a pseudo
Good
save
aggression here
round,
from
3
Cloud9 on the
stingers.
lighter weaponry of 3 stingers,
Just grab what they can.
Something
Okay, that's one
found.
kill.
but just one. So they're going
Kills.
to take all of this space A, and XS will
If they
just
can
wisely
pick up
rotate to the other side of the map.
3v4 right now.
And cautiously, too. I imagine they'll be using some
Stingers.
utility here. There's a Gecko flash.
Essentially has
versus
the
Vandal.
Poor Moose, he couldn't do anything about that. Only a stinger as well.
And you know, I mean, in situations like that, it's easy to skip some of those smaller
MXS
steps,
gets
right?
the
You know
plant.
that they're on an eco, you know
It's
you're
gonna be
up
hard for
big.
C9 to play. They
As far
have
as
a
numbers on the
Phantom.
map go,
So I wouldn't be
that's where these
surprised
little
if
mistakes
Zeppa
happen,
saves
where you
and then
force something, where you don't drop
Mitch
neutral,
goes
where
and
you don't
tries to
confirm
get
where
as much
presence is, and
money as he
again,
can.
just a really
It would be
clean round for
amazing if
boys.
Zeppa got all 4 kills, but
Foundation that has
we'll
been
see what
built within
happens.
this team in the
Yeah.
last couple of years. It's definitely something to be very
They're playing
proud
this a
of.
little too slow. I mean, MXS knows their advantage.
It's
They
showing to
can't
be fruitful in this
risk
Red
it, so
Bull
they're
tournament.
playing back. They're just playing
It's
bomb.
up to Mitch and Zeppa. Zeppa does have a Phantom.
The fact that C9 doesn't know where they are is exactly
MXS,
what's
they're not
winning them
really
the
giving
round.
much of anything here in Flya.
Part of the reason
He's gonna
that's what we
close it
talked about
out.
kind of earlier is how information
For
is one of the
MXS,
things that can make or break a game. Right now, Cloud9 does not have enough information to compete against MXS, so I wonder how they're going to change that.
Yeah, I mean, as we just saw, not knowing where they are is much deadlier
If
than
anything,
knowing
I'm
where they
looking
are,
at this
regardless of
Cloud9
where they
roster,
are.
I'm like,
So
this is a roster that could be in the league right now. I mean, Mitch,
Who
he's
we
done a
play
great job
here?
IGLing on Oxygen all year long, for the last 2 years, right? And then
That was a
Yeah.
pretty good
he's been one of the most promising players
flash.
from MXS.
they're just
Like,
hitting
this
heads
is a
right here.
VCT ready
So
roster, but they're just getting absolutely mollywopped
C9's
on this
having a
attacking
very
side.
tough
But,
time
it's still
responding to
very
this.
early on. Keep in mind, this is a new setup for everybody. This is what LANs are about. Some
I
players get
wouldn't
acquainted
be
to the setup
surprised
a
if they
lot
call
faster
a
than others.
timeout to talk
And
things
it looks
over.
like Cloud9 right now,
C9,
they're just
because I
going through
mean,
the motions. They're gonna have to wake up a little bit.
they're getting
Maybe
some
take this
picks,
time
some
to warm
kills
up a
here
little
and
bit.
there, but
Is it early here?
again,
Like
it's
game hours
okay.
going
They
down?
call
just
timeout. Well, would you look at that?
You called it.
These guys probably wouldn't
Yeah.
come around this time.
Yeah.
So I wonder what they're going to come up with. It looks like they're getting a little bit more locked in.
Yeah.
On bind and
So how are they going to counter this?
Yeah, you know, they have the Yoru compared to the Gecko, and that difference could be the difference in what they're gonna play,
So
because
exactly. In this timeout, I'm sure
like,
Emi's just saying, like, yo,
Yoru
guys,
has
stop
a
giving
lot
so
more,
many 1v1 engagements.
I guess, damage
Be ready for these aggressive
than a
plays
Gecko.
at the
Gecko is
beginning
more
of the
util.
round that Mata is trying to
So I
save.
guess they just gotta
Even if
play
you have
around
somebody
that.
with 'em, you just have to be aware, be ready for
I
it.
think what they need to do
Maybe
is
do
they
some
need
more
to make
jiggling,
sure that they don't have to
play
retake,
more
because
as
it looks
police
like
unit
from
on
the
the
last
defensive
couple
side, go
plays,
for a retake.
retaking is probably one of their biggest issues against MXS right now.
Right.
Cloud9 are because of that Viper wall. Arumba invested so early
You got
on.
the Raze bot moving around.
Yep.
Okay, one of your boxes.
A great response. Here
Okay,
we
one
go.
down.
First blood for
Okay.
Moose.
Gecko's
That'll be
down.
the first for Cloud9.
Sky and Brimstone are heading up towards B site. Brimstone
Change of
actually
pace from
switches course and
MXS,
goes
though, after
towards
the timeout
A.
to just
So it looks like they're going to
hold
push
the
A.
control across the board.
Yeah, their trusty A push hasn't exactly failed them.
Yeah, but this time we have 3 people on A instead of 2 people. So hopefully that gives us a slight advantage.
Yeah, and V1C doesn't have armor.
Yeah. Sky is now coming over. Sky's grabbing Spike. Okay. Going towards U-Haul.
Vic, the head-to-head against Flya.
He does.
Looks like V1C trying to control the area. Ooh, and down she goes.
Yeah, Sky tried there, but
Guy's camera's moving everywhere.
yeah, there it is.
Viper just can't clutch.
He's getting
That was a good try.
Yeah, that was a good hold by C9. They finally shut down that that push that MXS has been doing straight down hallway. So
See if they can do it again.
yeah,
I wonder what strategy MXS is going to use this time.
yeah, because if MXS goes B site, you know, they haven't done that very often, so C9 doesn't know exactly how to respond to that. So I guess C9 might just be scrapping for however many wins they can get in the rounds.
The biggest issue with B-site is it's a lot more close quarters, and defense has a lot more areas to hide around.
Yeah.
Whereas A-site is a little bit more open, and a little bit easier to take control of. And it looks like they're going to do a full push A. Viper and Sky need to rotate. Looks like Viper's going to go for a flank.
Yeah, it's through showers now, though. Ooh, Raze ult.
Okay. Ooh,
Connect.
ouch.
C9, despite having 2 ults up at the beginning, they couldn't hold it.
They just weren't prepared for that full push.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure what Viper's going to do. It may be smart just to save this round, unless they can pull off a 1v4 clutch.
Yeah, well, yeah, Oxy's at 50 money. Bruce has 4,000, but the rest of the team ain't doing so good, so saving would be smart. Seeing if they can grab a pick up or rotate, but that's about it.
From what it looks like, the other team still has some abilities left, so it may not be the smartest idea to push them. Try to stay where they are and save,
Yep.
which looks like is what they're doing.
I mean, if you're going to give a player like Mata all that utility,
That was a smarter play.
Keep the Vandal.
It looks like the other MXKs or MXS's Vipers both up right now, so I wonder if they're going to use that to take A. Viper kind of missed her ult, so that was a big disappointment. If that ult hit, it could have been catastrophic for MXS.
Yeah, definitely losing that one fight there definitely snowballed it down. But, you know, it's time for them to pick it up. They can definitely bring it back.
It looks like their loadout values are pretty much relatively similar, give or take 5K credits.
Everyone's playing anti. MXS waiting for some type
Each team has one ult on the Viper and the Yoru.
Looks like they're going to try to push B this time. Vipers.
Ooh, through the smoke.
Dude, sometimes it's just not your day.
Yeah.
Mata's having a hell of a game today.
Ooh, they're going to put. Are they going to push through hookah? Looks like they're going to push through hookah towards B.
Yeah.
This could be a make or break situation. If they're not smart about it, they'll just all die.
They got 2 holding that corner. 1 for 1.
Ooh, 2 kills. So now it's a 2v, basically 2v2. I don't know, 2v3. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like Sky healed Brimstone.
Yeah. Back up to full HP.
Yoru needs to be extremely careful right here. He has 2 camp in the corner.
Ooh.
And misses the shot.
Yeah, but V1C might get the... Oh no, the remote. Okay, but he gets the trade off. Might go back to the plan.
Oh!
He didn't get that off, did he?
That was close.
Wait, did he?
Did he get it?
I had to look to my left towards the Terra Coast stream.
I don't know, there's too many replays going on.
2-1 for MXS.
Oh, it looks like they got it. Did they get it?
Replay?
Brock.
They got it. They got it. Let's go.
Nice.
They got it. That was
close.
nice.
Oh no, the bomb did go off.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I thought they
MXS
got it.
Yeah. MXS did not look happy. They looked kind of depressed after that one, so I was like, oh, they must not have won. No, they won.
Dang, that was so close.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
Steady, son.
Clean flash, tries to turn it, Mitch drops.
Ooh,
Okay.
that was a nice shot. Okay. Yeah. I think Sky's being careful right now. Looks like they're going to try to... Oh, they're split pushing right now. We got 2A, 2B, but it looks like Spike's on B, so it looks like their ultimate goal is to go B.
Yep.
But now it's a 5v3.
someone trying to explore short, someone trying to
And if Cloud9 plays this right, they could be able to come out on top. If not, MXS will get another dub.
Fly pulled out the flash at the wrong time. Definition of siege timing there.
I mean, it helps when you're getting ones like that and you're able to win them all.
Okay, yeah, C9 didn't take the bait. You know, they saw the split and they decided, okay, we won't rotate and we'll just play as we do. And they take the round for this one.
Nah, you ain't doing this. You ain't doing this.
Fly tried to do something in short, but
Yeah, MXS has been doing really great when they group together.
it was just too much for
What do
him.
they think? Yeah, I think Cloud9's catching on to it now.
Yeah, Cloud9's definitely adapting, but we'll see once the sides switch in a couple rounds.
Certainly a
You
possibility.
know what happens here.
1-0 on the side of Cloud9, courtesy of Moose, or Mitch, excuse me, Moose.
3
is
to 1
grabbing
ults.
his. A lot
It
of
looks like this is heavily in
leverages here. The spam coming through
MXS
off the
favor.
flash.
Ooh.
Rock's gonna get a free one. House
Okay,
working
so they
fine.
did get the 2 for
Counterpunch from
1.
Moose is perfect.
Yeah, and he's found the spike.
Spike's already down?
Has to
Oh,
back
okay.
those seekers. And does land the shot. Yeah.
Yeah, get the best of
Okay.
Moose there.
Yeah.
2v3 situation here.
Has to run out, try to make a play. Oh.
Come on, Zeppy, you got it.
There's no actual bad blood there. Just some friendly
Okay,
banter.
so they're finally getting the spike down.
Big is the ultimate.
We got Raze coming in
What
from
in
the
the world could
hookah.
Zappa do here?
Blind firing, letting them all know
Save.
they're there, but they probably already knew
I mean,
anyways.
I don't know, they've got
Alright,
some
it's up
money.
to Zeppa.
Yeah.
And he does have time, but you're
I
right.
heard
they
one
don't
time
wanna be
blind
in a
firing
situation
is
like
one
that
way to let the
post-land.
enemy
Don't really
know
have
that
any
you're
util.
nervous
It
about
would
something.
actually be smart for him to try to hunt down some of these kills,
So,
maybe on the exit, maybe
yeah,
even
take
wrap
the fight.
around
Never
A to
blind
CT
fire.
just because he's getting close to that showstopper.
I mean,
and you're right.
It's probably
he does have enough
certain
cash to invest
aspects
into
of the
next
game.
round, so
yeah,
maybe
and I don't know
overlooking
how true that is in
good
like
that
pro
ultimate
play
can be, but then
compared to
again, you
casual
blame him
play.
because the,
Yeah.
the way his first ultimate went, I mean,
You know, the
it just did like 40 damage to
MXS
Mata.
all rotate into A through CTs.
Yeah.
Looks like they're holding
Cloud9
hallway.
will save.
Yep.
Zeppa will carry that Phantom over into the next round.
Saving that Phantom.
And that's a 7th for MXS.
And Mitch does have enough money.
Another dub
to
for
line operator for maybe the likes
MXS.
of Oxy
Yeah.
or something. I'm wondering if he will, maybe not. But I feel like an op would do very well against
You know,
the
this
way
is
that
kind of a
MXS is playing
fun
right
one to
now.
watch.
We've seen a lot of contact.
It's a very interesting match
before
too.
utility being used
Yeah,
and
that
then
that
explosive
diffuser
But then they
the other
execute things out,
round
so
where it was
there's their
so
operator
close.
onto Oxy, just like I
You
said.
know, that was
A smart investment.
kind of gut wrenching that he didn't get it off, but
Well, that's yet
that was
to be
that was a
seen.
good game to watch.
We'll see if they're able to
Yeah.
convert anything off of
And
that.
now
It
we're
seems
back
like
to
they've done
2
a lot of
ults
play,
versus
maybe
2
towards
ults
Juan.
with Sky and
Flash to set him up
Viper
and have him hold the line.
versus Raze and Vipers.
Well, he just took
Okay,
it
Raze's
there.
ult might become an issue, so they should probably try to take out Raze as soon as possible.
And now they're going to be able to accelerate and get out onto the side. Mata popping
Oh,
the ult,
here we
trying
go.
to stop
Here it
the
is.
Oxy, gets
Okay.
the second onto Vic.
Okay.
Ooh, wow, this is going fast. Okay, we got one hookah. We have
And Mata's playing to the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, Mata's playing,
What a superstar in the
cheering
server
up the
right
crowd
now.
there, getting an
Now
uproar.
ever the showman.
My question is,
And
what's
honestly,
Viper
I mean,
doing?
after a rollout like that,
Yeah. No, Viper's holding
In the middle
holding the
of
rotate, I
round,
guess.
he just
Holding
gets
TP.
up, hands off his mouse and keyboard, and even more BM being shown.
Ooh, wow, that's just wow.
That's a lot of BM.
Goodness.
You know, I mean, we talked about previously, you know, toxicity. Guess it's prevalent in pro play as well.
I think
Gotta
it's
be
just
honest, I kind of
tactical.
expected
It's
better
just
from
tactical
pros,
spam
but
when crouching
games are
down.
games, I guess.
The footsteps of
Yeah.
Mata walking into this Viper smoke, it didn't do its job, but
Especially in a Riot game, Riot tends to care a lot more.
Copium, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Moose, he
Ooh,
will
oh.
live.
Hey,
Okay, that was a nice last kill.
At what cost?
yeah, Moose got 3 of them there.
It's 8-2.
All that teabagging just to do that play is kind of embarrassing.
But yeah, 8-2. I mean, MXS, they're just
Disrespectful.
This is really rough on Cloud9 right now.
Yeah, they did get a lot of gold that round
Operator, I mean, I think
from
Oxy
them all
did a really
taking the
good job in the
teleporter.
beginning of
But
avoiding
you
the
know,
flash, but the
this
follow-up
play
done.
by Mata was
I mean,
kind of
good awareness
insane.
from MXS to understand
Blinding
that
the
there
rocket
being
into
op
the
on field,
smoke
and
into
yeah, that
immediately
rollout was
doming.
gorgeous from
the
Mata.
second
I think
kill
that was
on Vic
Bryn.
That was
was
You know,
dumb.
That
a lot
was
of
brutal.
mobility, and he managed to hit those shots. So
It's just tough sometimes to hit the raise like that when he's just flying around.
And for as much as there was an explosive, accelerated round in the previous, here they slow down a little bit. now they can continue to push the matter forward as Oxy falls again.
It's been an impressive showing of like a change of pace in the middle of the round. Like they could start slow, go fast, slow it down
They
again.
take out Viper. They can get a.
Never mind.
Okay. Viper here with a double.
MXS can do well.
Okay, but Zeppa with
Ooh,
the
2v2,
triple.
2v2.
Never mind.
With the Quadra. Does he get the ace?
Can do no wrong, but Zeppa has
See.
arrived.
Come on, Zeppa. You got this.
The crowd
We
letting
believe
their
in you.
desires be known.
Yeah, I just want to see an ace.
First ace of the game.
Standing in between that is Vic who's gonna steal it, but that's a big round from
Vic
Zeppa.
takes it. Oh, well. They won the round. They actually played that really well. They played into MXS's push very well.
That was pretty good.
Just
Yeah.
goes absolutely nuclear.
You know, the crowd isn't
some
very
flash
happy.
shooting right there.
They're
And for MXS, it was a
sending
great
boos to the
start
camera,
round,
but you know,
and it was gonna be a
I
great
think the
finish
crowd
on
might
that
have a
half.
certain
We're
bias
gonna
towards the
all
team.
rip the teleporter right here and have
Yeah.
a free B site.
Yeah,
But
and
then
And,
they
I
go
mean,
down.
they ran
Just
into
right,
Zeppa.
one after another. You know, that was a sick play. Very fast, very instant. I mentioned that earlier. You know, slow, not a lot happens, and then boom,
Zeppa, the only
one
positive
fight.
just because of that round alone.
10 and 7
Okay.
currently.
Yeah, Oxy's been having a rough one.
Yeah, he has struggled.
You got mostly a full buy for both teams.
Bolt has been popped.
Raze is gone. Both Razes are out of the picture. So is Viper.
Wada also felt
It's a 4v3 right now.
Take a timing up short.
3-3. Interesting to see how MXS plays it. It looks like they're rotating to B. Viper's rotating to A, or maybe they're just gonna play.
All the way in that right
No,
All three
yeah, they're
players
rotating
on
to A.
MXS have full health and full shields.
Roll down on this round.
Yoru is at a 25 and
Moose has already rotated.
Brimstone,
27.
yeah, for and 89 health. So
Just a little bit. Yeah, so Moose can make
it wouldn't hurt to get a heal on Brimstone in a bit.
Jump spotting.
They've got to know where it's coming from now. They've got to be careful for the
Okay, we got the
TP.
Viper
Vic is
wall.
waiting on the other side.
Pretty good
Oxy's
play.
still over towards A.
Yeah.
They can slow things down.
Looks like they're
or fully commit to
responding.
this.
Mitch might be in
It seems
trouble
like it's gonna be a
here.
divided approach. Meanwhile,
Depends. They're
MXS
putting down the
needing to get him
spike.
to play it down.
Okay,
He's
so they're
playing
just gonna
his
take
position
it
as
and then
carefully
play.
as he could.
I think Mitch is going to make a peek right now to see if he can
Given his position up.
knock out one of them. But it looks like all three are going to.
Do they know where
Oh,
he
they're
is?
going back to site.
It might not matter.
Yeah, no, they're
Yoru.
rotating as a group.
It's not planted for
Dory
him,
needs to
though.
be very careful right here.
The first to
Ooh.
fall. It's all on to Mitch now with the thrash.
See,
in his
you got
face,
this,
has to
Mitch.
get both, and he can't
One
get any
all.
of them.
Ooh, that was close.
That's another
Nice
round win
try.
for
That was a nice try.
Jeez, proactive.
Yeah, I feel like
Finish of this half, MXS.
they should notice that MXS is grouping together as a group. They blob together and they move as a one unit.
A 9-3
It doesn't
halfway
look like they've
MXS
exactly
to a halftime break. We'll be
caught
back.
on
Please
to
don't
that.
go anywhere.
I guess they have a couple times, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they catch on to this, because I feel like if they had noticed that, then they all would have been there to respond to where they peaked from right there.
What I'm curious about is what could Cloud9 have done to stop MXS? Because I mean, MXS was grouping together consistently, so would it have been better to make a play where like they sacrificed one site and they all grouped on one site, just to kind of be like, oh, if they do push this site, we can counter them pretty easily because it's 5v5.
Well, if they played a counter take, then or a retake, then I feel like they'll kind of struggle. They don't exactly have the characters for it, because I mean, Gecko can easily lock down, can easily plant immediately, and then they can easily lock down all the places that C9 can come from, and it's a lot more like they know exactly what C9 is going to do, so MXS is going to be able to respond better. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah.
Halftime. We'll see how they change up.
Be right back in about 40 seconds.
Yep.
Competition comes round every year. This year, next year, I'm in the next gear. Gonna hit man up whenever I get there. No, I ain't really sincere. Winner or loser, shut that down and it's not a computer. Didn't get him then, we'll get him in the future. Could have been much sooner, you know why? I'm a song trooper, run back the highlights. I'm a champion, easy when I fight. Get in my way, yeah, that's night-night. Teamwork, that makes the dream work. That means we only move when the time's right. Check my eyesight, you know I love the action. We'll get away, listen by a fraction, make transaction. The game needs me, see from my absence where I'm the champion. Go hard or go home. Go hard or go home. Go hard or go home. Tell them go hard or go home.
welcome back.
And, you know, so far, I mean, Doug, from the likes of Cloud9, it just looks like
So looks like we're now switching. I think Cloud9 is now on offense.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see what's going to happen.
We'll see how they can play. I mentioned the MXS group says 5, but you know they can't when they're on defense. I guess they can and then play for retake, but you know, interesting to see. C9 already getting a double kill right off the bat. MXS getting that orb. C9 going for the B push. Already got 3. 4v2 now.
Got a Viper tail.
Got that old orb on the Raze.
Raze is going towards Hookah, and you got Gecko going towards back of sight. If they kill Gecko, then they can deal with Raze. Looks like Raze is going to be the first to die. I think. Yep. There goes Raze. Now it's a 1v4.
They know where Gecko is. Gecko's got to fight this. No point saving. It's just a ghost.
1 down. 2 down.
Gets the kill on Vic, but still can't take it out. That was a good round for C9. Right off the bat, they got a couple frags, and they just played their advantage. You know, they can hold 4 angles because they got 4 players. You know, MXS can only hold 2 because they've got 2 players.
Even if they don't win this map, let's say, just win as many rounds as you can. Get really adjusted to the setup here, because it's different. It's not home. It's not VCT stage.
All right, 2 Guardians and a Bulldog. We didn't see MXS buy any Bulldog Guardians.
We have a partial buy for Cloud9 and a save round for MXS.
Yeah, so wow, two C9 members go down in that fight. They had such a gun advantage, and they still lost 2.
But they still basically massacred the other team.
That is true. It is a 3v1. Should be easy. They don't know that Sky is rotating to A. They can just take objective.
At this point, I think Sky's just trying not to die and give them another some credits.
Well, I think C9's going to win here, and when MXS is up 9-4, they just want to win that round, so that Sky might as well go. I mean, they know Sky is low. He's 25 HP on C9, so, you know, even with the standard pistol, they can get that kill.
Ooh, it looks like Sky's coming in from back of sight.
Yep.
Hallway. I wonder who's going to get the first dub. I think the person probably either going to be Viper or Sky, just from the way they're positioned. Unless Yoru TPs towards Spike, and it looks like Sky chickened out and went to A. Or I shouldn't say chickened out, but decided to play A.
Well,
TP?
Maybe they know he can't walk into them, he'll just die. So instead he's choosing to get a pick when they rotate away from Spike so they don't die to the Spike.
Dude, Reddit is gonna go nuts with this.
Very interesting.
Looks like he just decided not to give him a kill.
Yep.
I think it's funny how he was flaunting in other pro teams.
Yeah. Hey man, everybody's got their fans, their stars.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. MXS got the first kill, and then they lose the fight because they're down
and you know
guns.
what? There's a lot of light armor from the side of MXS, so a good opening for these Guardians to get a lot of damage done. And Vic,
Let's see, can they keep this up? It looks like we have a partial buy for both teams.
he's sitting at a stinger and light armor, but that can shred.
Yeah, definitely from what I'm seeing is that this is an offensive-sided map, considering, you know, offense has one more. So,
But I feel like bunching up right now is kind of a bad choice.
Yeah.
Which I think is just evident from the fact I think 2 people died. Nope, 1 person. Nope, 2, yeah.
Well, it was a 1-for-1 trade, and then MXS gets that kill on Vic.
Yeah, but they're still down. Cloud9 still has, it's a 3v4 right now.
Yeah.
So C9 has to play this carefully. Got a flash peek. That did not go too well.
So now it's back to 3v3. Now it's back to 2v3. This guy's not got that much HP. We'll see how they play it.
Flies just a little bit faster. The flash isn't going to tag. Mitch falls.
Ooh, okay. We got a snipe.
He's down as well. And there's
Ooh.
C9 couldn't grab this one.
Impossible, especially when that flash doesn't connect.
The dub for MXS.
Yep.
Easiest kills of his life.
Because the alternative is what? You just wait until the wall goes down and then facing 3.
And then there's 3. Yeah, exactly.
This stuff is so good.
Good trades in the beginning on the model.
Okay.
I believe it was Moose that took him out on top of that box and pocket.
All
And
right.
it looked promising.
Ooh, we got an
There
Odin.
was a lot of good damage done.
Yeah, he's got Gecko ult and Odin on the ult.
But he only has partial shields. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays it.
He's got a strat for it back from spawn.
He has money to buy full shields. I wonder why he didn't.
Probably to save, because if he dies, then
This is where
it'd be a waste of
core
credits.
Cloud9 are taking.
Sure, but
Jump spot into the spam.
that's always true.
Devious. Could be deadly.
Might as well protect the Odin.
Looks like he had an idea that there could be somebody creeping up, but he's missing the time.
I don't know if they know that Viper's so close.
Oh, Odorous.
I don't think they do, but they have a position on him.
The heal will not carry
I guess
Or
they
not.
did know,
What a perfect
but
peek. Oh, the second.
Ooh.
Odorous,
Sit down,
Odaris
son.
kills
That was
it.
Phantom. Yeah, sit down.
He wins
And
those
now they
fights,
still have
brings
to
it to
deal
a
with
5v3 from
everything else that's posted up
MXS.
towards A.
This is kind of a tough choice for them to either push B and deal with the Viper, or push A and deal with the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Spam through.
using that bot, you know, even though that bot can one-shot people, it's never really used for that. It's used for intel.
But there could.
And they know that they're in that Oxy's in shower.
Oh, man. Here comes the 3-2-1 at any moment.
Oxy kind of overwhelmed. Not much he can exactly do
Thing
here.
is, all
Yeah, I
this
think
is just
Oxy
on
just needs to
controlling
go.
the tension. The spike is headed towards B.
Go for that hero play.
With a little
Then again, I
bit
think he's holding up the other team.
of
so
combo
they
if
can
it's
plant.
not gonna be around for
From
long.
what it looks
Zeppa
like, it's
saturated
now
out
it's a
towards line
1v4,
tap
so
of the spike, but now realizing that you can only
Zeppa
fake for
is
so
probably
long.
not going to make it.
He's gonna deal with
No.
Mata.
Oh, wow.
Options phase
Okay.
turning
Got
in.
that
He's
shot
gonna
off
play
on
that he can. 13 seconds left now. No room to
Mata.
breathe.
Is it Mata?
Nothing
Yeah.
found, and
Okay, so Zeppa got one kill, and then he got
we
taken
controlled
down.
yet again.
It's a little bit difficult when you're getting rushed by 5 people to win
I
that.
just heard Terrico nuts.
Yeah, that was a bit
I'm
rough.
gonna be honest, Zeppa looks like he's locked in right now. He's flicking utility left and right, using his satchels, reactionary. He's looking really good in the server right now. He brought that down to a 1v2. Had the spacing been a little bit more off for MXS, he might have time to pop that showstopper. Who knows what could have happened.
Steve Madden, never miss a beat.
Yeah.
You're Ben. Everybody's got to make their money.
Fair enough. Let's see. Oh, it looks like C9 took another timeout.
Yeah.
Again, you just gotta string
None by
as many rounds
MXS.
together as you can.
But, you know, MXS has been,
It really warmed
is
up
there
the
in the
Oxy
lead
on
11 to
line.
5.
He's had some moments.
2 more wins by MXS, and
This is the narrative
game's
of this
over.
Cloud9 team. If he isn't performing
Yeah, that'll be the end of game
at his
1.
peak maximum
So,
potential,
if
tough for them to
if
stay out
Cloud9
these
can
wins.
clutch this
And
back,
something
then
they're trying
that
to
is
work on
very well
actively
deserved. But Cloud9, I
in this
feel like, has been
offseason going
playing
into
very
next year.
well. They just haven't had that edge to
Yeah.
get over.
Boy,
To get over this game.
Something missing. Small thing missing from
Obliterates everybody in the
from
server.
their play style.
Yeah.
You saw a quick
If they can
look
figure
there.
that out, then I
Red
think
Bull
they have
Underground
the game in the
trophy.
bag.
Currently posted up
Yep.
between those two. During rehearsals yesterday, I may or may not have picked it up. It's actually, it's really, it's sturdy, it's stout. Yeah, it's a little, it's heavier than you would have thought. Satchel's already set up. Mata
Ooh, okay, wow.
instantly. Vix on the
That was
trade.
that was fast.
That was an interesting play. A lot of close quarters. Guardian with the close quarters. Okay. I don't even know what's going on. 3v2. C9's up 1 player.
Looks like C9 decided to be extra aggressive this round.
Yeah.
All the way around, back into A short, didn't connect. So he can't really pick it up until he
So
reclears
we've
that
got an
space.
Odin. It's Gecko alone in shower, but he's got the Odin. Okay, they're gonna take the teleport to go to B.
They don't want to deal with him.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
Okay, looks like Viper's going to intercept from top of site.
Looks like he is.
Yep, they can just plant. They have enough players to both plant and watch the door.
Gecko's also going top.
And again, Brock
Yep.
doesn't have that thrash.
I'm a little concerned about Moose. It's important to watch that flank, but as we can see, the spectators very nice.
Yeah, Moose needs to get up closer with the team and kind of be in that general area to help.
You only really got to see that highlight of him.
Because realistically speaking, they might take
getting some
teleporter,
kills into market and spawn.
or maybe.
I don't think they're going to take teleporter.
aura. Or
Gecko's in a
something.
spot that looks like he's gonna catch a rotate if they rotate off Spike when it
17
blows
to
up.
10, you gotta have something.
So it looks like they're just gonna get the gold after
definitely got some aura.
giving the round because MXS can do that.
Okay,
They're
so
up
here
11 to
in
5.
the
They can
server.
give rounds.
The spike will go off. Cloud9 will get their 6.
Question is it a mistake to give up this round?
You got Odorous, who's 2
Or wouldn't
points
it
away
be
from
better
that
to
setup.
Well,
trades
they
from
were
Vic and
definitely
Short,
down there, and
getting
they
the
might as well
second
keep
on
the
top of
gold
it.
and then just guarantee the next round in their eyes. So
Maybe Vic finally getting adjusted to the
I feel like it
stage.
was smart what they did there.
And he's somebody who's been pretty quiet on this map. He is one of the new guys, like I said. But he's very, very talented.
Yeah, there's a ton of promise to him.
Yeah, this guy has looked good all year long.
Okay.
What's the plan here for Cloud9?
It looks like
CS is
Cloud9
all-
has more value
maybe a little bit of reconnaissance.
currently for their
Don't really
loadouts.
have,
Looks like they
breach
basically full
setups
bot.
or anything like that
Yoru
off
has
the
the
ult,
ult compared
you
to,
imagine this is
I don't remember who on
primarily just
MXS
for
had it,
info.
but Mitch and Vic are both 1 kill away from their ults.
Does he have a TP to get out? He does have a TP to get out.
Mata has her ult.
He does. Draws out the ult for Mata.
Looks like they're using it.
Zeppa
Yeah.
dodging it all.
Well, she used it, and it got
right
nothing, so let's see if they can use this. They're at a standoff here at B long.
If Vic and Mitch can get 1 kill, then
they have anything
they
to
might
clear
have
it?
this round in
Yeah,
the bag.
Mitch has his
We'll
dog.
see.
Yeah.
So does Flya.
Well, they
Trying to
got
conceal as much as
Mitch
he
has a
can.
Guardian
One found there.
compared to MXS's all Vandal and Phantom.
okay.
The Guardian can be very powerful if used
Mata's
properly.
position's been given away.
Oh
They
yeah,
choose to
but
either TP out and live to fight up to
that
the
single
table, or
fire is still
take
going to
their
lose
heels in and
most
fight.
trades to an automatic
The timing's
Vandal,
running so low now.
especially if they hit
The delay
hit.
from MXS, it was so good. And yeah, it was weak, but there's no way for Cloud9 to know that.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, this is a bigger play right here. It looks
Costa
like
spotting two there.
Cloud9 is rotating to A while
Everybody up short.
MXS
Solano
is
with it
stuck
here.
on
He's
B.
gotta know where they're coming from.
We have
Flash
Gecko
dead.
rotating towards top of A site,
The spike- Yeah, the spike
and
is
it looks
played.
like
Now
the rest took the
rotations are coming through.
teleporter and is going through
And they've got the
showers.
Seekers
So we have
that
3
they're gonna
showers
working with.
and 1 top of site.
Full util for the duelist.
I think,
As Zeppa's
yeah,
trying to- his
looks like
best is hang on to this
Viper's
sliver
gonna
of the
try to
site.
take out Gecko.
Doing way more than that as he gets
Ends
through
up
Okay.
dying to Raze,
30 HP.
We got
He
one
went
near
for another
teleporter.
clip run
Ran
strong.
out
Or
of
you-
But the
bullets.
damage has been
Zeppa.
dealt.
and then we have one near the entrance to A
Spike
site.
continues to tick away. Odorous' positioning again has been flawless. Mata.
And now they just have to smoke
Mitch is left alone.
Yeah.
this guy out of
Attack
U-Haul,
the spike,
which
it's a
looks like
threat, it's all fake. Mata
coming
with
out
3 as Moist
and
gets to that
down.
point.
For a bit, it looked like C9 was ahead that round, and then MXS pulled through and just got all the frags they
Like I
needed.
said previously,
It's been a couple of times now where he's had like some insane moments and
That was
they can't
rough.
convert.
and had he had a little bit more ammo in that Phantom,
Yeah, who
he probably
knows?
would have taken out Mata too, who jumped up on the box to get the trade. The double swing here onto Oxy was beautiful. And then this pace that Zeppa put, being ahead of that smoke of Whippy, I mean, this was insane. Again, shooting the Gecko
I'm not
flash
sure
was
if
easily to heaven, but
C9
it was
can pull
Odorous
out of
with his
this.
late flank.
Yeah, that flank by the Viper on MXS was really strong and kind of pulled him
That
together
opened
that
up
win.
everything for the retake. And now MXS are on
Alright,
match
well this
point.
round Viper has ults on MXS
A little bit
compared
more
to
competitive of a second half,
Rim's
but
ult on Vic.
I think the score is
Cloud9 needs
still
to be
the
very
same.
careful here and
MXS
make sure they're
Really good
making
so
the right
far,
plays,
in full control of
because
this
this could
map.
be the last round
The crazy
for
thing
them.
is, this is Cloud9's map pick.
And it'd be, personally, it would be sad for
Will certainly help
for
the
them to
situation
be out
as you see
so
Mata trying to
far right
satchel
now,
away to
but
safety.
I have hope that they might be able to pull through.
What a risky
They're
play.
winning on both sides. Oxy got the double kill. Zeppa,
Ooh,
got
okay,
another.
so
Yeah, when
you
you're
got a
up 6,
5v1.
you
Yeah.
gotta roll the die a little bit
and they're just
shorter.
gonna move to
Look at
B
the
and
Viper spit that he put
get
down,
that plant.
Trying to get a quick flank onto B.
Looks like C9's gonna fight for another round.
He's gotten away with
Ooh,
it.
wow, okay. That was nice.
Spike will go down. I
Yeah.
think the one question is how
Which
much
was
can
like,
we
nope,
survive?
not today.
Yep.
They have a lot
Mitch
of time
didn't
to
even
hunt
get
this guy
touched
down.
there. He just
Easy,
went
but
right
they-
into that
Yeah, I was
TP.
about to say that.
Looks
I
like
mean, do you
Whippy
really
is
want
gonna try to take
try
another
no,
entrance
maybe-
towards
maybe
A.
Moose because he's
If
overflowed
Cloud9
off
plays
yours.
this right, they could
Well, I
peek
think the thing is too,
him
for Whippy,
and end up killing him.
you get
It looks
a
like
kill, you gotta
Viper's
go.
gonna see if
Yeah,
Die, you have- I mean, it's a,
they
yeah,
can
it's
go
a great
around
setup
and
for
get
him.
the gank
Cloud9
on
going for this just because of the mere fact that
Whippy.
they're gonna get his ultimate.
Mhm.
I like the name Whippy.
But they might try.
It's a
It
good
certainly
name.
seems like they're
Very-
sticking around.
Yeah, then again, if they do take him out, the money is
This is
so
the-
bad from MXS that, you know,
I can't tell
maybe
if
that
the
ult doesn't even
spike's
matter.
down or not.
If
Whippy's
they're
at 11
gonna be on
HP.
Eco no matter what,
And
in
at this
next
point,
round.
Viper
It's
Ooh.
unlikely that Whippy will invest that
Nice.
much to get a couple picks.
C9 going to
So I
another
guess it's wise to
another
throw out
round.
It should be 7-12 now.
Yeah. They're gonna have to pull a bit more.
If Cloud9 can keep this up, then they might be able to win. Come on, Cloud9. You can do this.
Will get their 7th
You can
round.
pull through.
5 more to tie it up. Looking a little bit more active. I'll say that.
That feels like a big 5, bro.
Yeah, it is a big 5, but they look a little bit more animated in front of us. I feel like they're
Ooh, okay, so Cloud9 has 2 ults up.
really going through the motions.
MXS has 1 ult up, but if their Sky gets killed, then they'll have 2 ults. Ooh, wow.
Okay.
This is going fast. 3v2.
4v2.
Sky's down. Now it's just Viper versus Moose, Mitch, and Ox.
Yeah, Flyed just sprinted into there looking for a fight. Didn't even have his gun out by the time he turned the corner.
They ain't taking no BS today, so we'll see.
Nope, C9 wants this
I
game.
don't want to hear it.
Well,
I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it.
see what he did was. He,
And down the Viper goes. There we go.
Instead of Odor
It's a shame Oxy dies there, but I was kind of half expecting the knife to come out.
Just be like, no.
Yeah, to be honest, it could have thrown, but it also I could see it happening there.
It would have been a funny.
It would have.
This second half a bit more competitive than the first.
You always gotta respect them trying.
And I guess it's not over until it's over. We talked about how 5
Looks like Cloud9 is starting to feel the pressure.
You chip
Yeah.
away around at a time, and I mean, who knows?
Ooh, okay, we got 3 ults, 2 ults.
Looking too hot for MXS.
Looks like
If
both full buy,
Cloud9
or actually
wins
no.
this next round,
Cloud9 full buy,
they have.
partial buy from MXS.
Could reap the benefits of this comeback.
I think they're trying to save,
Molly's gonna buy just a little bit of time.
Yeah.
but by saving they could cost the round again.
Well, it looks like they're just out of gold. MXS getting a triple kill regardless.
Dang,
They
that
want to take
was-
this win.
That was insane.
4v2.
Cloud9 needs to pull back just a little bit.
Yeah, C9 can go for it, but this is going to be tricky.
This may be the last rounds.
1v4, no ult, no more util. Yeah, there it
And
is.
down it goes. That was a nice effort from Cloud9.
Yeah,
MXS pulled through for the win.
they definitely tried their hardest. There's a bit of BMing at the beginning, but I didn't see any of that later on once MXS knew that C9 were wanting to stay. You know?
Yeah, so that was a pretty good game.
MXS takes the first game.
There was very tactical crouching, there was body shooting of all sorts and all kinds, and I think the message was sent, the tone was set from the very beginning. A 1-0 lead in the way of MXS. Ascent on the other side of this break.
Wow, that was an intense game.
Yeah. I wonder what the final like conclusion to this bracket is gonna be. Not just for Cloud9 versus MXS, but also how the other teams are doing. That'll be interesting to see. So yeah, I wonder what's gonna go on, what strategies, how is C9 gonna mix things up, and how it's gonna end up. So yeah, for today though, I think that's just about it.
Yeah, there will be more to come in the coming days, and we'll leave you all to be and enjoy your day. And thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Competition comes round every year. This year, next year, I'm in the next gear. Gonna hit man up whenever I get there. No, I ain't really sincere. Win or rule loser. Shut that down and it's not a computer. Didn't get him then, we'll get him in the future. Could have been much sooner, you know why? I'm a stormtrooper, run back the highlights. I'm a champion, easy when I fight. Get in my way, yeah, that's night-night. Teamwork, that makes the dream work. That means we only move when the time's right. Check my eyesight, you know I love the action. We'll get, we ain't missing by a fraction. Make transaction, the game